Hello, children. Hope finds you in the best of your health and safety. Today, we are going to learn a new poem that is 1 inch tall. So, let's get started by understanding the new words first. Among new words, the first word is thimble. Please repeat thimble. It is a small protective cap of metal or plastic worn on the finger while sewing. So this means that when you are sewing, when you are stitching something, there are risks that your finger might get hurt with the needle. So to protect your finger, a metal cap is worn. You can see in the picture also. And it can be made up of plastic also. So that is called a thimble. Let's move ahead. The next word is fluff. Please repeat fluff. This means small soft piece of wool or cotton. You can see in the picture also, this small piece of cotton or wool which is very soft is called fluff. You can see such material in your soft toys also. So that is called fluff. Let's move ahead. The next word is surf. Please repeat surf. It means to ride a wave. You can see in the picture, one man is riding the wave in the sea. So that is called surf. Now let's start the poem 1 inch tall, written by Shel Silverstein. Let's get started. If you were only 1 inch tall, you would ride a worm to school. Now here the poet is saying that you have to imagine that if you are just 1 inch tall, only 1 inch, that means just the first part of your finger, then you would be able to go to school on a worm also. You must have seen earthworms. So that means if you will be so small in size, you would be able to ride a worm when you have to go to school. The teardrop of a crying ant would be your swimming pool. So as you are such small in size, then if any teardrop of a crying ant will fall on the floor, it will be enough for you to have a swimming pool out of that small drop of tear of an ant. And it's all happening because you are just 1 inch tall. So the poet is wanting you to imagine that if this thing will happen, then what will be your life like? Let's move ahead. A crumb of cake would be a feast and last you 7 days at least. So that means just a small piece of cake will going to serve you for 7 days, and it will be just like a feast for you, a big party for you that you have got a piece of cake or a crumb of cake, just a small one. Because you are just 1 inch tall, your stomach is going to be so small, so that is going to serve you for 7 days. Let's move ahead. A flea would be a frightening beast if you were 1 inch tall. Beast is a wild animal. So small flea will be so frightening for you. You will be afraid of such a small flea also. Why? Because if you are just 1 inch tall, then that flea will be bigger in size than you. So you will be scared of that small flea also because you were just 1 inch tall. If you were only 1 inch tall, you would walk beneath the door. You all can see in the picture that a small boy is there beneath the door. Beneath means just under it. So if you will be so small in size, then there will be no need to open the door for you to come inside. You will be able to walk in beneath the door also because you will be just 1 inch tall. And it would take about a month to get down to the store. So he's saying that if you will be just 1 inch tall and if you have to visit any of the store or any of the shop nearby your house, it is going to take nearly 1 month because your legs will be small, so you will be able to take small steps. So that will take nearly 1 month for you to walk to any of the shop nearby your house because you will be just 1 inch tall. A bit of fluff would be your bed. You would swing upon a spider's thread. As you will be just 1 inch tall, then a bit of fluff. Fluff is the soft piece of cotton or wool. That will become your bed, comfortable bed for you, just a small piece of that. And you will be able to swing upon the spider's thread. We all have seen spider's web. So the threads in that would be enough for you to swing upon because you will be just 1 inch tall. And wear a thimble on your head if you were 1 inch tall. We all have learned that thimble is a protective cap worn on the finger to protect yourself from needle or any of the pointed thing while sewing, right? So he's saying that you will be so small that on your head to protect yourself you will wear a thimble because you will be just 1 inch tall. You would serve across the kitchen sink upon a stick of gum. So you can see in the picture that the poet is telling that if you were 1 inch tall, then you will be served. That means you will be able to ride on a wave that is there in the sink filled with water. And for that you would not need anything special. You could do that on a glue stick only because you would be just 1 inch tall. In addition, the poet is saying you could not hug your mama. You would just have to hug her thumb. That means as you would be just 1 inch tall, then it will be difficult for you to hug your mama properly as you hug her now. At that time, you would just be able to hug her thumb because you would be just 1 inch tall. You would run from people's feet in fright. To move a pen would take all night. And he's also saying that as you will be just 1 inch tall, so you will be scared from being crushed under the feet of the people. You can see in the picture as you would be just 1 inch tall, then you can easily be crushed under the feet of anyone. So you will run here and there to escape yourself, to save yourself. And if you would have to move a small pen, then also you would need so much energy that whole night will be gone. Because of your small size, you will consume more time to do such small things. I hope you all must have understood this poem. Thank you.